feels like the full Dookie Super Saiyan Goku.
And I want to win more, and more, and more!
Oh yeah, it's the champ. Let's go!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plastic Power Podcast. This is Starblast Studios and the rest of the crew, Daredevil 19 and Champ Animations. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the live-action trailers for One Piece. We have the teaser trailer that's out. We also have the official trailer, which released out a few days ago. We actually did record another podcast, like a podcast episode about this, but because the new trailer came out, we just decided, you know what, let's make a new one. Consider this a bonus episode, really for the day. Not going to be really any crazy editing and such. We're just going to talk about the trailer, tell you guys what we think. And depending on when this episode did actually release, so like I'm not sure this is going to come out before or after the episode we had just done, but Champ has already revealed in the episode we just recorded that he's actually 8 episodes into One Piece, which is amazing. Fantastic.
Yep, started watching. I gave in. I started watching One Piece.
Yeah. So it's
He's on his own pirate journey now.
But it's great because like now that you've seen the trailers and such, you actually know a little bit about what's going on, like the beast and such that helped rescue Luffy, that Shanks rescued Luffy from. And
the sea the Sea King that goes to bite at him. And so Shanks. Go ahead, Starblast.
And no, I was gonna add lots of information already kind of going there. You're not completely blind when it comes to One Piece, which is always good, But yeah, as for the very first trailer, talking about it, I would say that the first trailer left me in particular with a lot more skepticism rather than excitement. I mean, the more that I saw the trailer and the more that I talked to you, Sean, about it, I started becoming. I was like, bro, this has every negative live action trope from Netflix, that it could possibly could. And then I became more liking to it the more that I considered it. And then the new trailer that dropped, I'm just like, dude, this trailer is so much better. It's like I'm really liking what they're what they appear to be doing. If it the attitude with Luffy, when I look at it, it's like it is much more realistic to me in particular to like how Luffy would personally talk, and then and the rest of the cast and crew seems to be, I guess, as good as you can possibly get it. And when it comes to live action, but Champ,
pretty much on point.
I've talked enough a little bit about for the start, like Champ, tell us a little bit about your experience with One Piece, with the episodes that you've seen, and what do you and your thoughts overall on the trailers we have here so far.
So I'm eight episodes into One Piece right now. Just got done with the Captain Buggy battle, and we got to meet Nami, and I already met Zoro. Zoro, I think, right now is my favorite character. I don't know, he's just such a badass, and
he's my favorite. Still to this day.
And spoiler, he gets even cooler.
It's
cool. A lot better. We're a lot better.
Yeah, but as someone who's only 8 episodes in, I'm really digging this whole this whole story right now, on this kind of adventure quest, sailing out to I always kind of knew what One Piece was a little about. It's about pirates. It has that shonen anime trope. But getting to finally sit down and watch it is definitely a new experience. It almost feels familiar. It almost feels like when I first watched Dragon Ball as a kid. It's we're getting used to we're getting into a new adventure. We're meeting new characters. And it even uses some of the old sound effects that was in Dragon Ball, which is funny. I'm like, oh, I know that sound effect. Oh, I know that one.
Yeah,
I know that
sounds familiar.
Yeah, a lot of the sound effects. The one thing that I recognize is that even in later episodes, which I'm not going to say, there's not an actual energy blast or anything like that, but I recognize that some of the sound effects that they use, whenever there's a specific thing of light, they use Broly's sound effect whenever he charges his Omega Blaster. I was like, what the heck is that? So... But yeah, the same sound designer on there too, which really I think helps with that authentic Dragon Ball feel that you were talking about when you watch the episodes and such.
Yeah, and when I first met Luffy, he definitely felt like a Goku kind of character. A little bit, he's a
lot of similarities.
But he has a little bit I guess a little bit more of a goal. Hey, I want to be king of the pirates, where Goku's goal is kind of more simplified, where he's oh, I just want to be the strongest in the universe.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see like these other characters like Nami and Shanks. I saw the flashback with Shanks, and I really like that story with Luffy. How it's like literally a passing on the of the torch to Luffy of him going to become like a Shanks kind of character. So I'm very excited to see where these characters are going to go and see where it's going to take a while. It's going to be one hell of a ride to get where we are now.
Did you get introduced to Usopp yet, or you said that's
that's
going to
be the next episode. I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, so but
that's a fun little arc.
But
You'll like that one.
It's funny though that even though you're referencing the sound effects, like what's funny about it is that there's a lot of similarities between One Piece and Dragon Ball. The reason why is because they're both taking inspiration from Journey to the West and then doing their own spin on that same story. So it's like there's like I mean even with the example, like just them going down the Grand Line. I mean, I can point out the most simple thing. They're moving from east to west. Journey to the West.
Yeah.
Shakespeare's level storytelling right there.
I am curious how this story's going to play out, because it almost feels like, I feel like, okay, if I was, putting my mindset back to when this show first aired, I know it's already, everyone knows what happens. I'm sure 90% of the Earth knows what happens from what I'm starting from, but I'm interested to see, like, how are they going to find the One Piece, or are they even going to get to that point? I don't even know if
we
they're
all
at that
still
point
wonder that.
Yeah, so like I'm interested to see why is it taking so long to get to the Grand Line.
because Oda keeps on telling more and more stories that add layers to like the whole thing, because it's not even just necessarily the mystery of the One Piece. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but the One Piece is not the only mysteries. My theory, and this is just from me watching 700 episodes, only 700 episodes, that's a lot, but from
only 700.
But like my theory based off of what it is that all of these other mysteries have something to do with One Piece. I mean, there's an aspect of the lost history. There's like a missing bit of history that had like 100 years that people don't know about, that the Marine hid from their history books, which which I don't think that's a spoiler telling you about that, because we don't know what it is till this very day. And then there's this other mystery which you'll find with Sanji, where it's just like it's called the existence of this miracle ocean and such, where all of the oceans connect into one that has all the variations of salt in it, the all blue, which is not as encapsulating as the mystery of the One Piece, but I think that something of the One Piece has to do with the connection between that and like the mystery and such, and with the and then all the other. Is there any other mysteries in the show that I can't currently remember at this very moment? I think so.
There's probably some more, but I can't really think of any off the top of my head. But a lot of people think the One Piece is like more of like a not an actual object. Like, there'll be treasure, because Roger says my treasure's there. But a lot of people think.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm assuming it's going to be something, because what I'm seeing so far is that anytime someone mentions like their treasure, like Luffy, his treasure is like the hat that Shanks gave him. I'm just guessing. I did not see anyone spoil this in the comments. You manga readers, you mother.
Well, a lot of people have different guesses, and
I'm guessing it's something like emotionally, like sentimental to Gold Roger or something.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of people.
What I think, and this is something I'm mostly confident in that I believe the One Piece, because if we're taking the whole aspect that it's inspiration from Journey to the West, that the One Piece has something to do with enlightenment, because the whole story of Journey to the West was recovering the Buddha Sutras in order for them to bring enlightenment into the world. That is the basic story of Journey to the West. That is what I think the One Piece is. Whatever the One Piece is, when they get it, I think it's gonna have something to do with changing the world and other aspects of that. But again, that's all speculation.
That's a good guess too.
What if the One Piece is not the destination, but the journey we made with all the friends?
I hear that all the time.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think it is.
And after watching through 750 episodes, I'm still not up to 1,000. I don't think that is the case, because of just how much like actual lore and mysteries it is. I mean, it could be part of it, yes. I mean, that could be the meaning that they come up from it. like, I think that'll be the meaning that the characters will feel. You know what? I had more fun with the journey and such than the destination. But I think that the destination.
Again,
is
I'm pretty sure
more.
there's more to it. Again, this is compared to someone who's 700 episodes deep in, and this is 7 episodes.
Well, listen.
I'm over 1,000.
It's not necessarily about it. Like, let's take Attack on Titan's, like, the key to the basement thing, for example. There's not, and that's what was in the key to the basement wasn't a treasure of some sort. It was information. It led to truth. It gave us a whole new, like, limelight of the entire world that they're in. If the One Piece is anything like that, I think it would absolutely, be great that it not only does it change our perception, but it also links in all of the mysteries and such that we've got in which and again, it's speculation. I don't know if this is the case, but it seems like it could be something around that light. We don't know. All I know is that we got to keep our expectations, lower, because when you have a story that's gone on for like over 20+ years, obviously your expectations are gonna get missed. Like, what the hell is the damn One Piece? And that's the thing, is that, like, you have to be okay. I'm getting so passionate about this.
Like, the creator knows what it is, and he always sees what people like guess what it is, and he said if anybody does guess it, he's gonna change it. So if someone guessed it, he's gonna change it because he wants to surprise people. And a funny thing, though, about the live-action series, I just read this, is Oda, he really was in charge. He was forcing them to reshoot scenes that he did not think were acceptable. So he
has a tighter grip on this series, because it's like, listen,
I feel like it was in his contract.
If I'm going to give you my baby, and you're going to put it into the blender that's known as Netflix
I have the
garbage,
last say.
Yeah,
I have the last say of it. So I feel like when he wrote the contract, I have the last say of what everything is or what goes.
It's probably why they're like this, because I've seen the marketing with the SH figure arts. They said the Japanese dub is going to be doing the
all the voice actors.
They're very confident in this release.
And I've never seen them make live action anime figures at all, ever, or at least until after a show did, or a series or a movie did good, which most of them don't. So they never made any.
Yeah, like, especially like before it comes out, like, I mean, that's
crazy.
That's like, they tease like, yeah, look, we're making figures based on the Netflix show, and I'm like,
I feel like Oda really made sure this isn't gonna bomb like every other live action anime movie or series. So I'm really
I think it's also because One Piece is still actually running. So it's like, listen, if this is going to be like people's first introduction, which it shouldn't be, definitely watch the anime or read the manga.
Yeah. Don't be discouraged.
He doesn't want this to be like a turnoff, like certain animes, like Evolution, Death Note,
Full Metal Alchemist. We're Full Metal Alchemist at the same time. Okay.
But since you're only 8 episodes in, how, like, you were saying it seemed like Buggy was impressing you the most, which that was the same thing with me, and same thing with Starblast here. Buggy, I feel like he's gonna steal the show, and a big YouTuber.
He's really creepy in the Netflix one, and I've already seen some changes to scenery of when things happen.
He's more goofy
in
the anime.
In the anime he's goofy, but here, well, it's probably because I have a fear of clowns, and seeing him with all that clown makeup in the live action is going to give me nightmares. So Luffy definitely kick his ass, but
that actor's having fun with that role.
Yeah.
The voice too, he just nailed it, especially on the part where he's like, "Chop cannon." He's like,
he made it sound good.
Like, that's great.
Yeah, like it's sounded realistic. Like, oh, that sounds like how it would in the anime. Like someone really, like, it didn't sound goofy and stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, usually when you call out a name of a move before you use it, it kind of like doesn't sound right. But the way he did it,
pistol. Oh, that sounds dirty. Yeah. Now I understand the reference to that joke.
It is like, because now I did talk about this. We did talk about this like off the recording. But like, one thing of other concern is the way that Luffy kind of like has an accent. And now everyone has a certain accent. I mean, Sanji has an accent and such. But when it comes to Luffy, notice that like when he says One Piece, he doesn't say One Piece. He says One Piece. He has like a
go
wasn't
ahead.
Wasn't there a thing that the creator said, like, he specified what, like,
well, he's Brazilian,
he's
Brazilian. Sanji, the blonde hair guy, is supposed to be French.
French. And then
Zoro's
definitely
Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nami is like European, and then Usopp's African. And then there's other Straw Hats, but we won't see them in the live action series until like season 2 and 3 and so on. So, but yeah, he said.
The other one is Santa's little helper, but no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No, not his little helper. He helps him pull the sled.
Yeah, talk about Chopper. I know about him.
Yeah. He'll be in season 2 if we get a season 2, and I hope we do.
No, I'm not
'Cause
gonna.
that'll be a
Don't
fun
hope
season.
we do unless we know that this is good. Okay, if this is bad, we don't want. Like, which I don't think it will be. But in case it is, but like,
As long as it doesn't pull a Cowboy Bebop situation.
Chimp, do you know what fishmen are in the One Piece world?
Fishman?
I don't think he got to that point.
No, I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Okay.
In the
I know
trailer,
that we got
we
a
watched,
plenty. I
that
know
was-
that we got a plenty of clowns in this universe, and I don't want to be in the One Piece universe.
Well, the guy that kicked Luffy through that door, he's a fishman or a fishman.
I think
And
I
then the
may
one
have
that
saw
Sanji
him,
did a
like,
kick to, that's
I-
another fishman.
I think I may have saw like a screenshot like a long time ago about the fish people, but
Yeah.
I'll
like,
be interested to see what their deal is when I catch
What did
up
you
in the
think of
anime.
like that guy's costume with the long nose and those like?
It reminds
bone
me
pieces
of
sticking
Pirates
out?
of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest,
Ah, see.
I don't
Very nice.
necessarily think.
Davy Jones' crew.
I'll just say his name, Arlong. I don't feel like with the
Yeah.
costume and such, they really caught like his intimidation factor. Because I think that if he had
Yeah.
like a grin, like how he does most of the time, because that's how he looks.
Yeah.
He didn't have that same like sort of evil smile as he was doing stuff, and that's why it was like. Because without that bit of acting, he just seemed like a guy who's just dressed to look like Arlong. He doesn't seem like Arlong to me yet.
Yeah.
At least for how the
and they
trailer
did make him a different color too. But yeah, we have to wait till it comes out. And Champ, are you watching the anime in English or Japanese?
Japanese.
good.
Because I was gonna say if you watch English and get to Arlong, tell me what voice actor that is, or who he voiced, or maybe just watch it afterwards and then tell me what character that other person voices.
I like One
should
Piece
just
in
tell you.
English, but it's like ultimately the Japanese ended up being much more consistent to me just because of the how
Yeah,
they.
I like both.
Yeah, I mean they're both
The
great.
only
They're both
reason
great.
why I'm watching Japanese is because I want to hear Luffy say it in Japanese. Gamu gamu no.
Yeah,
Yes,
it does
that's-
sound cooler. Yeah.
It does.
That
Gamu
and if
gamu
I
no!
watch the English, and if I watch the English one, I know Chris Sabat voices Zoro, and I'm just gonna hear
Yeah.
Piccolo in that, and I'm just gonna be
The
so
guy who
distracted.
voices Trunks voices Sanji. I'll just
Yes,
tell you.
Eric Vale.
The guy who voices
Oh,
Mr.
doesn't
Satan.
Krillin play Usopp? The voice actor
Usopp,
for
yeah.
Krillin?
The guy who voices Mr. Satan
Yeah.
voices Arklong.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
so
'cause I
I'm
got-
just gonna get distracted with those voices. I'm gonna stick to Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I got confused and such because you were like, but yeah, the person who voices Krillin in the Japanese version voices Luffy. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the like bit of differences here. Like it's cool though that the cast and such is involved like from each end to end here with English
And
Japanese.
another similarity with Goku and Luffy, they're both voiced by Japanese women in the Japanese sub, so that's pretty cool too. They both like to eat a
it's
lot.
a common thing in Japanese voice acting. They always have
Yeah.
which kind of to the Western voice acting too. Like Tara Strong, she plays a lot of like boy characters too.
Yeah,
So it's
well,
kinda-
the English, a woman voices Luffy, and Naruto, a woman voices Naruto.
Yeah.
That's
but,
Colin
what
Clinkenbeard voicing Luffy in the English, which sounds just like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z Kai. Which when I first watched
That's why I don't. That's why I hate Kai.
Isn't that her?
what?
That's why I don't watch. Oh no, go ahead.
Isn't that her that
Colin
voices
Clinkenbeard.
Luffy? What's her name? Yeah. That's the one who voices Luffy.
Yeah, she voices
Yeah.
like Gohan in Kai.
Gohan. Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm not watching in English, because every time I'll just think of Gohan, and I just don't like the Gohan Kai voice. I don't. I like the OG.
Yeah.
Call me-
Same here.
Call me biased or whatever, but that's my OG Gohan, man.
No, I understand.
What did you think of like the ships and maybe the CGI and like just the world of One Piece in the live action trailer?
I really like the art design, and the animation's definitely like, I don't want to call it age, but it's definitely like not like what you see now these days, where it's kind of improved with digital technology. Because this is back
like
when
Avatar.
I'm watching back where this is like hand drawn animation, and from someone that studies and does animation himself, it's kind of interesting to see, what techniques to use, and like I seen them doing like close-ups or pannings or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's actually.
Wait, are
very
you talking
interesting.
about the anime or live action?
I'm talking about the anime. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
I was asking you about the live action.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because I'm trying to keep
okay.
this on track with the live action trailer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for the live action one, I like I got
Some,
I
like,
heard
anime,
CGI and
what?
I thought you meant something else. Okay. For the live action one,
Yeah,
I'm starting I see like recognizable places that I've seen in the anime a little bit.
yeah, like the ships they all built, like they built all
Yeah.
those ships. Yeah,
those
that's
are
something
cool.
I really like about it.
Again, tying it back to the only thing I can compare it to is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's definitely giving me those kind of vibes. Although
Yeah, which
does
it should. And
Yeah,
it's good
although I
that
feel
it
like
is.
there's like an orange. Is it just me, or does it feel like this show has like an orange filter on it? Like everyone looks orange.
Well, some of them do, but that's
I
the
have to
point because
rewatch it.
like some of the shots there's a sunset, so yeah, it makes sense. There's a little bit of.
Oh,
orange
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Yeah, and then I noticed you called out, that's Kobe at the end of the trailer. We thought he had blonde hair in the first trailer, because it was dark out, remember? Starblast?
Yeah.
And then seeing this trailer, he's in daylight, and we see that it's pink, because we were talking about the hair color and how it didn't really look natural.
From an
but
episode,
then I
no
was
one will
saying-
see, but yeah, I get.
Yeah, but then I was saying maybe in this One Piece world, it is natural hair color for characters, and maybe Luffy asks Zoro why he has green hair, because Luffy always asks stupid questions like that.
Yeah.
Like
I do like that in this trailer, though. We did get to see a little bit more of Alvida, even in like the posters too, and other characters that we're gonna probably see throughout, like the first season and such. Alvida, I was originally because we couldn't really get a good look of her because the only shot from the teaser trailer was when Luffy was about to punch her in the face. But now seeing her, I was like, that's definitely Alvida. Even though she's not all big and fat how she is in the anime, here it's like
she has the club.
Here she's like it looks like Alvida. So it passes. I mean, that's as good as you're gonna get when it comes to live action, and that is pretty good.
Do we know how many episodes the live action's gonna have?
10. And
10.
each episode, they gave them $10 million per episode. Netflix gave them
How long
$10
are these
million
episodes?
40 minutes.
Probably around an hour each.
Yeah, 40 minutes, an hour each, something like that.
Yeah.
So what? We're
probably
gonna
like
just so are we gonna see
9-10 hour
the
movie.
entire crew meet up in the first episode? How's that gonna work?
Well, me and my friend were at work. We were trying to go over what every episode will probably be, and it seemed right with the entire East Blue arc. So it's Well, do you remember the second trailer we showed you, which was the teaser? They all put their feet up on a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be like the end shot of that season. But that's like a really iconic scene once you get to it in the anime. Like there is some stuff, like there's it. I know it's not going to be word for word and scene from scene from the anime or manga. They're going to switch up, retcon some things to make it fit more into live action. But they are going to have iconic scenes like putting the hat on Nami, which you'll see later on.
This is the one thing from the trailers that did again. I talked about it in the last episode, which we're not posting, but the quote, all great fighters call out their finishing moves. That one just has me nervous, just because of how that's the line right there that really held that trope for what One Piece had. So it was for what live action the live action bad stuff that I just hope that it doesn't come off cheesy.
I mean, it might not even pop up in it. Maybe people say they don't like it and they'll end up taking it out.
I don't
like the scene with the seagull.
I'm not
funny.
judging it for how it is from the trailer. I'm just saying from how it might seem from
you don't want more stuff like that happening.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's not all cringy and such like that. It just
well, I saw you laughing at a few parts in the actual trailer, like the seagull part. Man, what other parts did you laugh at? But we were both laughing at a few parts in it. So there is some here's our Jolly Roger. Then it's supposed to look like this, champ, and it was all crooked. But
it's accurate. I can't even that whole thing is accurate. I was like, dang, that's actually One Piece right there. They're doing a darn good job.
Yeah.
I was laughing at it because I was also thinking about Champ's interpretation and such. Putting it in his shoes. They changed up the skull. Wait, that's not it. That's not the logo. So.
I don't see all the merch looking like that.
Well, I assume that was like gonna like be an anime moment when he did that. I was like, oh, like that's something that Luffy would do. Is like he'll make something really crappy, and be like, but it's art.
You're gonna see it really soon. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you'll see it in a few more episodes.
Yeah. And then I noticed you pointed out, like, yes, that was Roger, which I think the guy playing Roger did a pretty good job making it more live action.
I wanted him had a more finesse mustache, and I wanted to.
Yeah, he should have a thicker mustache. At least they had it nice and curly.
Yeah,
I will say this. This will go into spoilers. I'm not gonna say who this character is and what he does. But bro, the accuracy to Hawkeye Mihawk, that guy looks sexy. Bro, he looks exactly like how he should be. Like
he does.
In the anime.
He really does. Yeah, he looks exactly
the sword,
like him.
The mustache. Oh, I think that's who you're talking about. The guy with the mustache. He looks.
You're gonna like that character though when you see him. He's badass.
He is such a badass, bro. What a great character.
Yeah, I can't wait to see like what he does in the live action. Like the whole Barate scene, Starblast. That's actually not gonna be exactly like how it was with the anime. Like that Krieg guy isn't gonna be in it. Same with Geen. So they're retconning that, so it's gonna be a little different. Because I'm guessing it, but Oda confirmed that there's gonna be some characters that were in the East Blue that will not be in Season 1, and I think Don Krieg and his crew won't be in it unless something happens and we off screen or something. But yeah,
yeah, I can see
so.
that.
And remember Zoro's two friends? I don't think they're going to be in it.
I never liked those guys. I hope they're not in it.
Yeah, I didn't care for them
yeah,
either. They're
take
more
them
like
out. You know,
comedic
I do
characters.
not mind them taking them out. They're just silly.
I feel like One Piece is one of the few animes that you can cut out some content. You know, like
it's
so freaking long.
In comparison to how the anime paces things, because the anime has problems with how they pace stuff later on. Like there's one scene in which was just only 3 pages. They make those 3 pages last a whole freaking episode almost. It was just Usopp.
Like the Frieza fight.
No, I'm just gonna say, I'm not even gonna give context. I'm not even gonna give context as to but it's just Usopp getting ready to shoot with his slingshot.
Oh,
I've heard something about that. I don't know if you mentioned that, Hish, or someone else, but I've heard about the Usopp getting ready to shoot something on his slingshot.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Infamous.
You won't get any further context. You're in that's
you
in
have a
episode
while
500
to go
to
for
600
that.
territory right there.
Yeah, you have a while for that one.
Yeah.
And that's just halfway through the anime.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was like some of your... either one of you can go first. What was some of the things you liked and disliked about both trailers? Like, I like most of it. Arlong, I thought was alright. I don't want to judge yet because I didn't see him fully in the show yet. But that's the one thing I'm not... like super duper excited about. I think the other fisherman that Sanji kicked looks better as a fisherman than Arlong, but I'll wait till the show's out before I'm not gonna.
I think my only gripe right now is I know what Sanji looks like, and he's like kind of like a chef kind of character that uses his legs a lot.
That's how he
his
fights.
Actor, I don't know, it's a wig or something, but his design doesn't appeal to me. And I'm not saying that in I find him attractive or anything like that. I'm saying that in a way like
no, yeah.
I don't know. He just doesn't look like.
You don't
Sanji
think he
to me.
matches?
I feel like he's missing something. I feel like he's missing
the
something.
curly eyebrows.
Well, if they were to give him the twirly eyebrows, it would just look ridiculous in live action.
Yeah, most likely. That's probably why.
Well, was he smoking he smokes, right?
That's right.
Sanji?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him smoke yet.
Well, that's what we barely saw him in the trailers. I'm sure
it.
we'll see him do
Does
it.
he have a goatee in that? Does he have a goatee? I don't
Not
remember
until later.
Yeah, the time skip.
Like you probably saw the figure.
He rolls like a little
of him.
chin beard.
He only gets the goatee like after episode 500.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I can send you a picture of him from like that point in the story. I think he looks.
Did you see
accurate.
Garp? In the anime, champ, did you see Garp? He's a Marine. He wears you'll see him. He wears like a dog hat thing that looks like a dog's face. I don't think you see him yet.
Let me see. Garp.
Right, I don't think you saw him yet, right? Right, Starblast? I think it was too early.
I don't remember. I don't recall. He could have seen
But one of
someone
my-
at the Marine, but I don't know if it was Garp in particular.
No, I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, you'll see him soon. Yeah, you'll see him soon enough. But I'll explain that later to you.
The one guy that I saw that was like a Marine captain was the guy with the iron jaw and the
Yeah,
axe.
he
What's
was-
his name? I forget his name.
Morgan.
Axe.
I call him Captain Morgan Gold.
Yeah, Captain Morgan. That's
Yeah, but he's actually in the trailer, but it's so quick you don't notice it. I think.
yeah.
Zoro or
I saw
Luffy's
in
fighting
the trailer he had like
yeah, the teaser trailer, they had like a
Yeah.
big picture of him.
Yeah,
But in the other trailer, he's fighting, I forgot if it's Zoro or Luffy, but he's fighting one of them. It's a real quick flash. It just flashes it and then goes to the next flash scene. One of my favorite... Yeah. You said you wish you could have saw
No,
him?
I'm interested to see that because I like
Oh,
Zoro's
yeah,
introduction
yeah.
and showing him like how
Yeah, same here.
how strong and badass this dude is. He's like, man, I've been here for almost a month.
Yeah.
I'm starving, but I'm hanging in there. Like this dude gets already like again spoilers, but you know I'm pretty sure 90% of the Earth.
Yeah,
is
you're
already
good, you're
spoiling this,
good.
Is that
Yeah.
like he's already been stabbed by Captain Buggy, and then he's like, nah,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just need to sleep it off, and I'm back. You know?
Yeah, he's a beast. He does sleep a lot, though. That's one of his traits. He's always sleeping. But he's still, like, aware. One of my favorite scenes in it is when Zoro's slicing at somebody, the trailer, and then he's, like, running against the wall and jumps to, like, that little rock island in the water, and then a fisherman tries to come up behind Zoro, and Sanji does that flying kick to him and just kicks him off, and he falls into the water. I was like, that was just awesome seeing that. But I did like the way they did Sanji's fighting. You could tell he's definitely on wires because he has to be with all, like, hovering in the air that long. But that's how it is in the anime, so I did like the way Sanji's fights are, and Zoro's. That actor is a really good actor. I seen him in one movie, and he was not just his fighting, but his acting is so good, and I think he's gonna nail playing Zoro in it. So that's probably gonna be one of the better aspects of the live action series, the guy playing Zoro, because he was in, I don't know if you saw the Rurouni Kenshin live action movies, but he played the villain in the last one, and he was the best part of that movie.
Here, I'll send
And
you a
now he's
picture
Zoro.
Bro, actually, hold on. You're right. Sanji should have like a little bit of chin hair, like under.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. Look here. Look at the picture I'm sending. That's from early One Piece. Like all the pictures I've seen. Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
He should have a little chin hair, not like a full goatee like he does now, but
Yeah,
I mean,
not
maybe-
a goatee, but like a little bit of a like.
Yeah, maybe he did have it. We just didn't notice. I don't know, but at least he's in a suit.
yeah.
I'm trying. Oh yeah, you saw
Are you think they're
Alvida.
gonna downplay him being like a pervert and stuff like that because of
Yeah.
today's political climate?
Nah, they'll probably still have him like that. That's probably why
I
he'll.
hope so, because I do remember watching some old One Piece back in the day, like when I was in high school or whatever. And I remember
Yeah.
him always being like the kind of like oh pie kind
Well,
of guy.
He is like a ladies' man, and he
Yeah.
he refuses to hit women, even when a villain comes up. He won't hit her, which is something that could be his downfall. But that's something he just it's a moral he lives by. He refuses to hit women. If he hears a woman in trouble, he goes running to her, no matter who it is.
The ultimate simp.
Yeah, pretty much. He's very simpy to Nami and another Straw Hat, which you'll see later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Arlong Park. I don't know if you noticed, but it was like an actual theme park. But there was a meaning to it with the anime, but I won't say it here because I don't want to spoil.
It's hard.
anything
It's hard
for
to continue
Chad.
to talk about the trailer and such too without going into spoilers for Champs. I'd say like when it comes
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
just-
overall trailer, from what I saw, like it's accurate to what we saw from Arlong. The things with the Nami's clothes, the fact that she's wearing the hat, other details
Yeah.
and such. What exactly transpired within the show. I'd say I'm much more open, and I'm actually excited and willing to watch the show as opposed to how
you
I
were
was
with the
after
first
seeing
trailer.
The teaser trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Because
Yeah,
when
I'm
we
pretty-
happy with it.
I'm definitely interested now that I'm starting to watch the series, and see, it's got my interest. It's got my interest.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I have a
That's
lot of
why-
hype for it? I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good.
Either way-
it seems super fun.
Yeah, either way, it's going to make for good content to talk about here on the Plastic Power Podcast. With that being said, guys, let us know what you guys think of One Piece and the trailers and such down in the comment section down below. Anything you guys want to say before we wrap things up? I think we got everything, though.
Gamu no pista.
All right.
Oh,
Make sure you Gumu know that pistol. Gumu know that like button. That's what I meant to say. And comment down below what you guys think. We will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys later. Till then.
See you later. Thanks for listening to our podcast episode. If you're on YouTube and watch the video, then thank you for watching as well. We are your hosts,
Starblast Studios alongside
Champ Animation.
and me, Daredevil 19.
And if you enjoyed our episode on Spotify, be sure to give us a follow and rating.
You can also leave us a comment under the Q&A, and we do thank you if you do. And if you did watch this on YouTube, be sure to give us a like if you liked it, and a subscribe-a-roo if you enjoyed it. And we will catch you on the next episode of the Plastic Power Podcast.